Here's why people who quit drinking alcohol ultimately become very successful. So if you break down alcohol and addiction into first principles thinking, what it helps you understand is that ultimately when we look at the use of alcohol or the dependency of alcohol, if you break it down into first principles, there's a root cause. There's a number of different drivers which are driving the human to then go drink alcohol. And when you remove the alcohol, what happens is you're left with these root cause drivers. So you have a human, and then what's left is all of the underlying things that were driving them to want to numb out and disconnect and check out and not be fully present and change their internal state. These are the things, these dysregulations, these disharmonies that exist within the human operating system are the things that are ultimately limiting that human from being and experiencing their highest self, from experiencing the highest forms of energy, from experiencing the highest forms of cognitive capacity, from experiencing the highest forms of their own mental and emotional regulation, and are experiencing the highest forms of personal creativity and forward movement into uncertainty, into expanded levels of understanding and awareness. So when you remove the alcohol from somebody's life, it forces them to confront all of the different dysregulations that have existed inside them, oftentimes for years and years, oftentimes decades. And these dysregulations are simply created in childhood through childhood trauma, or through adolescent trauma, or through different types of painful experiences. So what I do as a sobriety and life coach is the way that I work with people is I help them identify where are the dysregulations in our mental and emotional patterns. Because if you can clear those, if you can go back and learn how to reprocess those experiences that were difficult, that you didn't know how to process at the time, you can bring the nervous system back into a state of harmony and homeostasis. And when you upgrade your mental map of understanding of what thoughts, feelings, and emotions are, and you gain a better grasp of the human vehicle and operating system, you can teach somebody how to develop agency. And agency is just another word for control. So when you learn how to control your mental and emotional state, and you learn how to reprocess past experiences which are causing you pain in the present moment still, right? You will get to a place where you're operating out of coherence and harmony and homeostasis. And at that point, you don't need alcohol anymore.